All right, boys, this is church behind us. And I hope that nobody's watching me here in the parking lot. I guarantee I'm the first one out here if anybody is. But, bro, I drank a Celsius the first thing this morning after prom, and I feel like, dude, my gut's just hurting. I don't know what it is, but this is day 103? Maybe it's day 104. I think it's day 103, though. Or maybe yesterday was 103. I don't know. But regardless, my truck is really dirty. And so I think I'm going to go get a car wash. Maybe not. I might just head straight home and just put some water on it with the hose or something. I don't know. Probably be back in town anyway, so I'll probably just go home. My stomach's hurting. But while I was at church, I kind of realized I grazed over the last 2 days, and I was thinking to myself, like, what is it going to take for me to be consistent with posting videos every single day and being that, like, content creator organically? What is it going to take? Because I was thinking, like, what is a video that I could create? And I made a video literally doing the exact strategy that I'm supposed to be doing right now. And it was by copying this guy named Joe. He made a fitness app, and it was like a social app, kind of. Like, he, behind it was that, like, everybody can join as a group, and, like, people can, like, talk to each other. And it's like Instagram, but for working out, basically. And, it's like free and whatever else, and so he made a video, and the first video he made popped off, and he's only made like 4 or 5 since, but he's really good at like organizing his clips in his TikToks so that they go viral. And I tried to copy one of his videos, and obviously the quality of my video compared to his video was like non-existent, so that's why my video didn't go viral. But I gave it a chance. It got like 700 to 900 views if I remember correctly, and then I deleted it because it obviously wasn't going to go past that. So if I could recreate that video like 5 more times and try to make it better every single time, and take all 9 yards to get to where that point requires of me, then I'm gonna try to do it. And I think that there's a good chance that it can pick up at least a few thousand views, if not all the views that I need. So yeah. But I think my babysitter's in front of me. I'm not super sure. Bro, this is ridiculous. She's just kind of like looking at me, and the truck's on, and I'm like right in front of her, and I don't know what she's doing, but she got her hair cut off short and everything. Okay, I'm just gonna have you guys like right here or something. I don't know where. Shoot, bro, that's not good. Hold on, I'm gonna find a good spot. All right, I don't know if this is a good spot. It's literally like on the dash. But it could be, so I'm gonna try to drive slow like this, and if it doesn't work out, then shoot, I might just be screwed. But we'll see. So back to what I was saying though. I have, like, what is it gonna take for me to get to that spot? I don't know. And it's gonna probably be pretty tough because obviously I've noticed in the last few days just more opportunities for different things have came up, and like my time's just being consumed by those things. And today's the first day in a while that I'm gonna get more of an opportunity to spend time with myself and do those things that I want to do. But recently, because of all the things that have been happening, like I feel like I don't really know why necessarily I am even caring that much about like making this app grow right now. Like, obviously it's amazing and it's been doing well, and I'm at a point where like I like where it's at, but for some reason I don't have that extra drive that I used to have when I was making the app in order to grow it to the point where I want it to be at, where I'm making a few $1,000s a month with it. And I don't know, I just don't see, like, my mind hasn't been there, and I think that takes time with myself. And I just haven't had that recently, and that's understandable. And manifestation can fix that, and me forcing myself over this next week to sit in my room, sit in my thoughts, and make this type of work happen will get me to that place I need to be. And bro, I'm telling you right now, I'm 6 minutes into this video, so people should still kind of be watching. And I'm kind of doing something interesting with the driving right here, so hopefully people are. But dude, all the people that you see online on YouTube that are rich, that are like young and have this like thing to them, like they're low-key kind of nerds, they're all skinny, they all weigh like under 150 pounds, even if they're over 6 feet tall, and they just have like a sense of awareness, you can just tell. But an advantage that every single one of them had was that they had nothing to do all day, and they didn't do that on purpose. Like, yeah, maybe they got invited to a party and they didn't go and whatever else, but like, I'm talking about, like, dude, these guys, like, they don't have girlfriends. They don't have a family of 6 people that are, like, asking for their attention and making expectations every single week, you know? They don't even have a job. You know, they're just literally in their room, no cousins, no family, nothing, and they have that benefit. Like, obviously, I'm taking my life, you know, with a whole bunch of cousins and family and you know, that type of stuff over, you know, the benefit of not having that. But still, like, dude, imagine, like, I could imagine right now if I didn't have, you know, 5 other siblings living in a house together, and if I didn't have, you know, all, like, 40 cousins that I do have, and all these expectations of myself and a girlfriend, like, bro, I would be so much more ahead right now. And I know I can, like I can, you know, draw my girlfriend for that, but I've been dating her for 2 years. I've been dating her since I was 14, so that's just not in the books for me. But, like, dude, what I've noticed is, like, dude, I am literally trying to quit my job because of, like, how much everything else is consuming my focus, my priorities. Like, I'm trying to, like, Monday through Friday, I'm trying to sit in my room alone as long as I can, as much as I can. Like, I'm literally sacrificing my job for this. I'm trying not to go to parties. I'm trying not to do any of that. I'm trying not to hang out with friends. I'm already sacrificing all that stuff. But it just still makes it hard because of all the other stuff that's going on in my life that, like, continues to have expectations of me and blocks that time out of my day, you know? And sometimes, dude, I just need to, like, put my foot down. There'll be things that'll pop up in the day that are just like, oh, I didn't expect this to happen. I didn't account for it. And I literally just need to, like, be like, hey, no, I can't do this right now. I'll make up an excuse. Like, for example, let's say my girl wants to hang out, and I know that I'm working, and I know that I want to work today, and I know I need to work today. Instead of hanging out when I'm technically free, I could just say, yeah, no, I got something to do for whatever, and then I'll be busy right now. And boom, there we go. But yeah, man. Right now, I've noticed my priorities, dude. I feel like I haven't been to work in like a month, and I was literally at work on Thursday, and it's Sunday. So I just have so much going on. My priorities, like, I've been so present that I haven't had time to think about my past or my future, and that's why I feel like I don't have that ambition, like-ness anymore, you know? And so I'm trying to stay out of it. I'm trying to make sacrifices to be bored, literally. That's how dedicated I am to this. Like, even though my life is at a point where I already love and I'm doing things, and I have this F-150 2016 with Nito Graps on it, you know, has a little bit of a tune. It's a 5.0 V8 Lariat. And then I got a girlfriend in 2 years who's smoking hot, you know, and I got all this family. I'm 6 foot tall. I can bench 255. Like, I'm living in a nice, you know, warm southern state right now. And, you know, my family, we own I think a 2021 Malibu Wake Setter we're going to be out this summer on. We have a houseboat in August at Lake Powell we're going to be on. Like, my life is amazing pretty much day to day, and I have really not a lot of reason at 17 to be trying to, you know, do all that I'm doing. But bear with me here. I hope you guys don't fall. But I'm still doing it because I know this is what I want to do, and I don't feel like anybody who's really made it, or at least the majority of people that have made it at a young age, have that disadvantage to them. I feel like they all grew up, you know, in a smaller family. They didn't even really know their cousins or meet their cousins. You know, they didn't have a great life, and that's why, you know, 24/7 all year round, that just prompted them to build and be consistent with it. So, and I'm not trying to be like, I'll build myself up for that, but like, dude, it's just so true, and it just is what it is. But that card literally just made an illegal U-turn. Whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna get myself feeling a little bit better because my stomach's kind of hurting. So I'll make some food, And then it's a Sunday, so I got my college quiz to do at some point today. I got to figure out what that looks like. And then I'll probably do some more homework. My girlfriend wants to come over, so I feel like I might as well let that go. I feel like I need a good fresh start to when I start to become consistent. And I think that day is Monday, when I don't go to work tomorrow and my girlfriend's at school tomorrow and everybody else is kind of away from the house. But other than that, I think today I still have the opportunity to make a video or two and manifest with my journal. But yeah, dude, the way that I'm understanding at this point, like my lifestyle throughout the next few days is like not going to work, making myself as like bored as possible, carrying around my journal and 2 phones. That's it. I'm not on my laptop like pretty much at all unless I'm doing homework. And I'm literally just like trying to find viral concepts, you know, in my niche and outside of my niche, understand why the hook worked, you know, like why that hook worked, and then try to replicate that hook inside of my next video, and then make iterations of the same video and post those iterations across all my accounts, and also just try to figure out like which one's the best and will perform the best, and consistently do that. And every time I post, I'm not going to look at like how many views this get. I'm not going to look at how many likes this get, unless I see a big spike on my Apple Store Connect dashboard on downloads or subscriptions or something. I don't think that I'm going to look at my views or my likes on any of my videos. So, but I seriously think that, dude, if I were to post across 4 or 5 different accounts, 5 videos a day on every account, bro, I'm averaging like 20, 25 people a day, I think. I feel like. So, you know, and that's a lot of money if you think about it. So that's what I'm trying to do. But there's gonna be distractions. You know, I think this is probably, I mean, we're officially in the summer months. Today's Sunday, which is actually the day that somebody wins the Masters. They're probably pretty close to winning it too. It's almost 3 o'clock. But yeah, like prom's over. You know, all these birthdays have passed. There's not something I'm really required to do except for finish school until like the end of May, the start of June, and then in June I have a wedding to go to. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, but I'm hoping by that time during the wedding that I have like a catalog of like 50 to 100 people in every single subscription category. Like I'm talking about like 87 people in my yearly $49, you know. I'm talking about like 225 monthly subscriptions, you know. I'm talking about like 200 or like, I don't even know, 188 yearly $34.99 subscriptions, you know. That'd be really cool. And to have like recurring monthly revenue from those like single $10 a month subscribers that actually like amounts to something would be really cool. I have like 6 monthly subscribers right now. And they're generating me like $60 a month or $70 a month combined right now. So, and I got them fairly easy. Like my main selling point is my $34.99 yearly subscription, not my $9.99 monthly subscription. And a lot of people are paying for the monthly subscription, which is kind of crazy. So I might have to up it back up if it starts taking over things. But I also like the idea of having consistent cash flow through monthly recurring revenue. As long as the churn rate is high, I feel like that's really cool. Like to be able to say like I own an app and I just like I can do nothing for 2 months and I can make, you know, $100,000. Like, dude, that'd be so cool. So yeah, I'm just at a state right now where I've been so present for the last few days that I haven't had time to sit alone with myself and understand what I really want and what I need to work towards. And I feel like now I'm finally getting that time, and I've told myself again and again and again, you'll see in this past like 3 weeks, you can check all my videos and you can see like, oh yeah, this is going to be the time where I put my foot down. This is going to be the time where I put my foot down, and I haven't done it. Okay, well, this is going to be the week. I'm telling you, tomorrow's Monday. I'm going to tell my dad, hey, this week I'm trying not to work as much as possible. Can I not go to work tomorrow? And then he's probably going to say yes. If he says no, I can't say, what am I going to say? I can't do anything. But at the same time, like, I guess I can be like, yeah, I don't want to like get myself fired because I have no cash flow. But at the same time, it's organic content, so I don't really have money to pay to anybody really. So it might be worth it. But I don't know. I'm going to try not to work tomorrow or this whole week at all. And I'm going to try to, I think my girlfriend will probably be busy regardless, more consistently, because this next week, like, Monday through Thursday is kind of a busy week when you have soccer and school. So yeah. But if it's still taking up a lot of my time during the week, then I'll say, hey, I'm kind of busy today, But yeah, dude, this is a 16-minute video on the way back from church, and I'm about to post a whole nother few videos throughout the rest of the day. So I'll update you guys, but I'm almost home. So I just want to give you guys a little talk. All right, peace out. All right, look, I already know that I'm going to make another video that I'm going to have to stitch this together with CapCut, so I might as well make a video in between if I already know I'm going to do that. So today, the Masters happened. It's currently 8:20 at night, and Rory McIlroy won the Masters for the second time, like, ever. Also, 2 times in a row, to create history, be the 4th ever person to do it. As well as last year creating the Grand Slam. I don't know how many people have done that, but that's pretty crazy. So yeah, it was a little bit boring to watch the same person win it, and to bring in a 2-shot lead all the way there, but like, it was still history, and that's cool. If somebody else would have won, it kind of would have been boring, I think. So unless they went to another playoff between Rose and McIlroy, or between McIlroy and Scotty, so it was what it was. And I'm about to head over to pick my girlfriend up because we talked about hanging out tonight. And also, I was supposed to bleach my hair today, and I don't really know why I'm doing it. I know my cousin talked about doing it for the for my cousin's wedding in June, and my mom said that she already had the stuff to do it for my brother's hair, and so he was getting highlights or whatever, and so I was like, dude, I just want to bleach my whole head. And I was like, why not? I'm not going to school. I don't really care. I don't think my girlfriend cares. Like, prom was yesterday. So I thought I was going to do it today, but apparently we don't have toner, so we got to do that tomorrow. We'll see if it ends up going through tomorrow. My hair looks pretty good in my opinion right now. You can't really see it because it's in the dark, but like, I have it all the way around. I don't know. But it looks pretty good right now. I have it grown out. It's in a blowout taper right now. And so basically bleaching it like kind of white platinum almost. Hopefully it doesn't make me look like a K-pop star or something, but y'all will see in the next video probably, if not the one after that, if it actually goes through or not. But today was a Sunday. I woke up, went to church. I've been working on homework for most of the day and also watching the Masters. And then I have my college quiz I need to take by the end of tonight, which I can take it through to till 2 a.m. I'm not going to work tomorrow. Already figured that out. Definitely not going to work Tuesday either. And depending on if my brother wants to work the next 2 days, or Wednesday and Thursday, I might not go to work this whole entire week. So we'll see. We'll see how it ends up working out. I'm sure that I'll probably work at least one day this week, not on purpose, not because I want to, but because I'll have to. But at least I know that I'll get the first 2 days off, so that'll be nice. I haven't done really any work today on the app or anything like that. I think I got one free trial that ended up happening today. Not recurring, but just like somebody started a free trial. I think I got like 4 or 5 people to join today. I don't even know what from, but yeah. And I told Tim Lanzer today that the 300-month deal works. I just want him to post videos of like random clips of the app and not just one macro ring. And so he's like, yeah, just send me the clips of the app. And so I just haven't gotten back to him on that yet, but soon enough he'll have the opportunity to post a lot more videos with those pictures, and I think that it'll be great for me and him. He just got to post those videos soon enough, and the payment went through for him, like, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. So technically his week has started and he hasn't posted any videos. So he'll need to kind of catch up on that, but that's kind of all up to me to kind of get him the pictures that he needs, because currently the app isn't actually in his country right now. So yeah, but we're gonna try to do organic content this week. That's what I've been talking about, and I'm really for sure, like, that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm already dedicated to it, and tomorrow's gonna be the first day in a while that I'll kind of have completely to myself, that I made a sacrifice for. And I'm just gonna walk around trying to create content. I might be terrible at it. I might not have a routine. I might be slow doing it, and I might suck at it. But hey, I'm gonna try to make as many videos as I can and see what it realistically would look like if I was doing that every day. I think it's probably the hardest thing I've done yet. Staying consistent, making 15 videos for TikTok a day. Like, dude, what are you supposed to do after day 3? You've made 30 different videos, now you got to make 15 more random ones. Like, it just seems kind of impossible. And I'm not here to say like 15 is the number. I don't care how many I do. I just want to like have the goal in mind of like doing as many as I can, because I want to know that right now the truth is that every time I post a piece of content, I get money out of it. It's like a system. Like, I say, hey, here's my piece of content, give me your money. And it's exactly like that. And the better pieces of content that I give, which are free to make, by the way, the more money I end up making out of that. So yeah, I just need to lock into that mindset, and that's going to take some manifestation and some meditation tonight and tomorrow morning. I want to try to go to not work but bed earlier tonight, so I can wake up around 9 to have more time in my day. It'd probably be the worst thing if I ended up waking up on tomorrow Monday at around like 11 or 10. So yeah, I'm gonna get you out to later tonight. But yeah, I haven't really done any work right now. Pretty much just homework, and then I need to take that college quiz, 7-question quiz after my girlfriend leaves, or while my girlfriend is here, but I need to pick her up first. So I'll see y'all in the next clip. Peace out. All right, boys, this is the third clip of the video, and I don't think I made a third clip, but it's like, what is it? It's 12:41 right now, so it's like almost 1 in the morning. I'm not super tired, but my stomach is hurting, and I looked it up, and I mean, I'm not going to get a perfect answer when I look it up, but based on where the pain is and how long I've had it, it says it's like digestive, but, and honestly, I think maybe it is, but it just seems like for how much time I've had it, which is like, I didn't have it before I recorded this video in the last clip, but like, it's kind of annoying, and it's just kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, but hopefully it goes away here soon. I'm gonna try to go to sleep. But anyways, to kind of wrap up everything, I just took my college quiz. I don't know how well I did on it, but assuming I probably did fine. I made one single video on TikTok today, actually, and it took me probably like 15 to 20 minutes to make. And it was low-key terrible, and I don't think it'll get more than like 700 views on TikTok. It already only has like 400. And I posted it like 2 hours ago probably. So yeah, I had a few comments, and probably like 30 likes on the video, which is kind of cool. But and honestly a few downloads too, but people are like, I would download it, but I have just so much going on inside a Chronometer. And that's something I kind of need to think about, is most of these people that I'm retargeting are people that already have a calorie tracking app that they're paying for. And like, how do I get them away from that and start focusing on things like what offer do I give to them that allows them to, like, I don't know, dude. I don't know, but I want to figure it out, because I feel like most of these people already have an app that they're like so tied into. I think that's exactly what MyFitnessPal is. I think that's exactly what Chronometer is. And I need to find a way to get them out of it. Cali is so easy to like opt yourself out of, and I think that my app is too, and I don't necessarily think that that's a bad thing. Um, but it's also could be better. Like if I was tying people so deeply into my app that like they just had no other choice, they couldn't leave, almost like Macro Factor, or My Fitness Pal or Chronometer, then they wouldn't leave. Like even if the app was like terrible, they have to stay. So yeah, but a lot of the times, bro, these people are paying for yearly subscriptions and they already paid probably close to $50 to $100 a year for the one subscription that they're already paying for. And for me to come in out of nowhere and be like, hey, pay for my yearly subscription, you can have 2 yearly subscriptions for 2 separate calorie tracking apps, but like that just doesn't make a lot of sense. So, I got to find some sort of an offer for that. But as soon as I left in the truck recording that video, I went to her house and I hopped out and I went inside because she just had realized that she had stuff to do, and like she was gonna take her like 15 minutes. And so I went inside. I set a 15-minute timer because I was gonna make sure that she was like kept her word. And I let her know I was doing a 15-minute timer. She's like, okay. And then 20 minutes goes by and then we finally leave. And I said, hey, like it's been 5 minutes past the timer. I told you that I'd be upset if it was more than 15 minutes. And you said, well, I didn't know. She said, well, I didn't know that it had been 15 minutes. So like, and I was like, okay, well, I said this. I didn't say like, I'm going to let you know when it's, and so it was a miscommunication and I wasn't even mad. But I was just letting her know that this was the truth. And she was like signing up for like classes or whatever, and it was like she needed to get it done by midnight, and she was kind of stressed out, and her mom was kind of, I don't know how to feel about her mom and the situation with her parents and everything. Like I want to look at her parents and everybody in that way, in the best light possible, because they're really not bad people. They're good people, but everybody kind of has something with them. All my family, all my grandparents, everybody all has something with them that I just don't agree with. My dad's parents, I don't agree with. My mom's parents, I don't fully agree with. My uncle's views, I don't fully agree with. And I'm not even just talking about like this or that. I'm straight up talking about like, my uncles do some drinking while they have kids. They're still doing chew. They're, going around cussing, like, they're not doing crazy stuff like getting pulled over or drunk and like having a DUI or anything like that, but like, stuff, and then like extreme beliefs to a sense that like we don't really care for anybody with tattoos. We think tattoos are trashy, which like to have your opinion that tattoos are trashy, in my opinion, tattoos are trashy, but like you don't need to say that, like nobody's asking you if you think tattoos are trashy or not. You're just saying it, and that's an issue. So anyways, that none of that had anything to do with her family. That all had to do with my family. But regardless, like she's tried to keep a very good image on her family regarding me, and I want to respect that. I want to give my effort to letting her know that I don't look at her family in a bad light or in a bad way, but like her mom is kind of childish. Like she kind of, in a way, like she knows her boundaries and she knows like where to stop and where to go, but she kind of like vicariously, if that's the right word, lives through her daughter. Like with soccer, because she used to play soccer, with getting into colleges because she wants her daughter to have a good time. And like her daughter doesn't even really care for this stuff, but her mom has like baked it into her mind that like this is what she should think and this is what she needs to do. And so like she just does it. Like she doesn't even know what she wants to do really, like my girlfriend. But her mom kind of just directs it for her, and it is what it is. And then there's also the fact that like, when we were at the dance, like she didn't ask her mom to come to pictures. Like her mom involved herself into it and wanted to be there for herself. And then when Maggie didn't, make it super easy for her mom to help her mom got mad or upset. And it's like, I don't know, like you as a daughter say, hey, mom, can you come and help me? And then you're being super difficult and kind of mean. Like, that's another story. I don't think in any world you should be like visibly upset in front of a whole group of people. You know, I feel like at a 17-year-old's like pictures for prom in front of like 200 people, like you should probably just take a step away before you start acting very emotional in front of people. But it wasn't that bad anyways. And you know, but if her mom were to just be there because she wants to be there, just experience the moment because it's her daughter's prom and she's trying to help her daughter and her daughter's kind of making it a little hard, like, your daughter didn't ask you to do any of this stuff. So when she's being a little bit frustrated because she has however many pictures to take with all these different people and expectations from these other people, like, you know, she didn't ask that of you. So it's not in your place to necessarily be upset. Like, if you're going to be upset trying to help her and she never asked you to help her, like, don't help her. And if you still want to help her, then you should be okay with that, you know? I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't think anybody will watch this far in the video or in general, but I was on my mind. Anyways, they were having a little argument in there when I left, and then she kind of got upset and she came back out to the car with me. And I was like, dude, this is not a good light on me if I leave right now after you just had an argument with your mom, if I take you to my house. And so I kind of just sat in the driveway for a while and kind of talked to her while she was stressing out over like getting her classes filled out. Because like her mom was telling her like, you need to take this class when she was asking for advice. And she said, I don't want to take this class. And then, I don't know, she was being very emotional and like moody. And her mom necessarily wasn't helping either. She was kind of playing the guilt card a lot, which is kind of immature and childish, but it doesn't really matter. Also, like, I'm just like kind of sitting there on the couch and like they're having this, like, it just puts me in a weird spot. And this is not something that they would have tried to keep away from me either. Like, I think 99 out of 100 times that conversation would have always happened. I don't think they were trying to necessarily suppress anything because I was there. And I don't want to feel like I'm like behind Maggie's side when this situation's happening. So she was asking me like, come on, are you ready? In the middle of our argument. And I was just going to get up and walk out with her. Like, I'm not, that just doesn't make sense to me. So it's kind of awkward, but it wasn't crazy. They're just little, you know, little spats about just stupid stuff. So, but we went out in the car and I waited there for a while. And then I was like, okay, well, you still have 3 hours to get this done, and it's going to take you a lot less than 3 hours. We have an hour, like almost, we have less than an hour and a half to hang out, and it looks like we're planning on driving over to my house, and then I'll have to drive you back to your house. So if we could like put down the work for now, and when we come back, you're going to have another hour and a half to work on whatever you need to work on, that would be great. I drove here. I've been in your house on my phone waiting for you to get done for 20 minutes. And, you know, now you can't even pay attention to me and you're really moody. Like, can you please just like put it down for the time that we're hanging out? And if you can't do that, I'm already kind of pissed off. So it might as well be the best thing to just go inside your house and just get what you need to get done. And I'm just going to leave. And so I was like, that happened and it was what it was. But when I got home, I was like, whatever. I didn't take that emotion or feeling into the rest of my night. And I got my college quiz done. I made a single video. I had a few ideas for content, strategies, and yeah. So first of all, before this, I planned on like finding viral videos that had gone viral recently and concepts, and then trying to take the hook from those concepts and basically recreate the video using the exact hook multiple times and then post those iterations across multiple different accounts and then try to go viral. But the issue is I'm not an extrovert. I'm not somebody who enjoys posting content, and it would literally take me 15 to 20 minutes to make a single crappy piece of content. When I'm trying to like output a volume of like 10 to 20 videos a day, like that just doesn't make sense, 20 minutes times 20 videos, like, I don't know the math on that, but I think that's like a lot of minutes. So yeah, I don't know how to feel, but I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna do the video concept thing anymore. Like, I could never see myself like outputting that many videos and making it work organically that way. And what I thought would be better is like, I'm more of like a system, like a smart guy, like more of like a let's build a system that works and do a lot of volume and stuff like that. And so instead of using my face and me being the big person in front of the screen telling people to go, go, go and making really good content that way, instead what I decided to do, because AI Kling 3.0 making videos doesn't really work, is just create images on Nano Banana Pro and just post slideshows, because I think slideshows can be very effective. They have they have a pretty good chance of going viral. There's not much you can do wrong in a slideshow if you know what to do right. And it's just consistency and volume. And when you're just creating images on the spot and just trying to recreate other viral slideshows, it really does not take that long to make a really high quality slideshow. So that's what I decided to do. I decided I'm going to go on TikTok. I'm going to find TikTok slideshows that have gone viral recently. I'm going to take the images, I'm going to recreate them with a different setting, with a different character. And then I'm going to make 5 different accounts with 5 different characters on TikTok. And I'm going to basically recreate each picture from the original TikTok across, or with Nano Banana Pro across 5 different accounts. And then so I'm going to have the main idea over here, like, this is how I lost 30 pounds of weight in a week or whatever, something crazy, I don't know. Definitely not that, but like something. And then I'm going to take that concept and I'm going to say, hey, Nano Banana Pro, I want you to make 5 more slides like that using these 5 different characters. And then I'm going to take those slides and I'm going to say account number 1, account number 2, account number 3, account number 4, account number 5. And then I'm going to have 5 new slideshows with 5 different characters. And each slideshow has a different angle and a different iteration. And then I can see, oh, why did this one go viral? Why did this character with this angle go viral? And I can kind of key in on that. And every video, like, dude, I could make 25 videos a day. I could make 50 videos a day if I wanted to. If I was that good at it, So I feel like there's a lot more volume. It's just as converting. And I think that I could get a lot of views doing it. And I can really see myself being very profitable this way. So as long as I can be good at using Nano Banana Pro to copy images and make really good slideshows and be consistent with them and make drafts for every account and have a good character for every account, I think that I could be on a really good track organically. And then as far as making videos go, I think that the best way to do that is to hire on creators for cheap, or just hire on creators with a pretty good personal brand by DMing them. But I think that also comes from just literally making an account, like a slideshow account, and just growing it to a couple thousand followers, and then rebranding it and making it look good. So yeah, but tomorrow's Monday. I guess today's Monday, and I don't got any work. So all I'm going to be doing is making some slideshows, making some new drafts for those TikTok accounts. And what else? I need to send Tim the pictures of the app so that he can use them for his content. And then we're going to be cooking. We're going to be cooking all day tomorrow. I don't know about how many videos we're going to be posting, but I'm going to have time to myself. Not with my girlfriend, not with anybody else. Time to myself to manifest with that little journal right over there. And to make a whole bunch of slideshow content to post. And to make a little few changes to the app maybe. And then, gosh dang, 17 minutes. And then I'm going to be balling. I'm also going to get my hair bleached tomorrow. I said I was going to do it tonight, but we didn't have toner or whatever, so I'm going to do it tomorrow when we get toner.